welcome to Ravenswood. I'm here at the fairy tree where a lot of the things got started, and I'm going to tell you a story, and I have not told very many people this story, and when I do, people tend to give me strange looks, so just listen, keep an open mind because it's a little crazy. And did you see that run around in the background? What was that? Okay, so we'll start again. I don't know what that was that ran by in the back. I looked around and I couldn't find anything. So that's just one of the things that I'm talking about that is very strange here. Most of it started when I had my daughter, Nyla. We had several experiences. One being like we saw lights in her bedroom through her baby monitor. We were looking at the screen and we saw lights surrounding her. I went into her room and there wasn't anything there. My husband said, maybe just the moonlight hit the lens to the baby monitor and created lights in her room that made it look like it. But anyway, so that was one thing, and we didn't really think very much about it. We had several other experiences, and I'll just tell you a few. Like, things would appear in her room, or things that she had in her playpen or her bassinet would appear like in another room, like in her kitchen, and there's no way that she could have taken it in there because she was a small child and didn't even walk or crawl or anything yet. And then the strangest thing started happening when things would appear in her bedroom, like things that were not in our house. So it's not like somebody took them up there and forgot them. Like one time it was flower petals, and it was the dead of winter and we did not have any live flowers in our house, so I don't know where they came from. There were other things that appeared in her bedroom, and we have Irish background way back in our ancestry, and one of the stories that I would always tell her while I brushed her hair was about the little fairies that would come and play in your hair and tie knots in your hair at nighttime, and that's why you wake up in the morning and you have knots in your hair, because she really hated getting her hair brushed. And I would just tell her a little story to make the time go by and she wouldn't think about it so much. And then she started telling me that she saw fairies in her bedroom at nighttime. So we thought that's where she was getting it from, but things would appear in her bedroom and it started to really freak us out. We thought it might be tied to her bedroom. Again, Grammy, her grandmother, Grammy Ravenswood, painted a beautiful enchanted forest in her bedroom and in her nursery, and so we thought, okay, maybe fairies want to hang out in there. But then things started to appear in her car seat, and obviously her car seat is outside in our truck. Things appeared at her Grammy Ravenwood's house, and also a place that she goes called Romp and Row. They would appear in her cubby, and so we're starting to get really freaked out. I wanted to start documenting everything that's happened, and I had my own experience yesterday, so I wanted to tell you about that. We live in the country, as you can see, and I don't throw, like when I have old fruit or vegetables or something, I don't throw them in the trash or the garbage can, the garbage disposal. I throw them out towards the woods so the animals can eat them. And so yesterday I threw an old pear out here, right over here by the fairy tree. It landed over by the sidewalk. I'll show you in a minute. And then I was cleaning out my refrigerator and I found a container of old cantaloupe, so I decided I would throw it out too. So I opened the door to throw it out, and something ran from where the pear was over here behind the fairy tree, and I didn't see it after it disappeared behind the fairy tree. It was something about this tall, and I couldn't make out the shape of it. It was just like a blur, but you could see it running. There's like leaves on the ground, you can see here, and it was disturbing the leaves as it ran through over to behind the fairy tree, and it just disappeared. And so I'm like, okay, we are going to start documenting this because something is definitely going on, and we want you to experience it with us. So be sure and follow along with our videos, because you might see something really crazy, you might see something funny, so we may see fun things. You never know what you might see. So follow along with the Ravinswood Fairies and see what happens along our journey. And I'm about to go wake Nyla up and see if anything happened last night. So I'll take you up there with me and we'll wake her up and see what's going on. So anyway, this is where I threw the pear to yesterday. Let me see if you can see. There is like a sidewalk there. I threw it right and landed by that sidewalk, and then the thing ran over here by the fairy tree. It was really crazy, y'all. So follow along and I'm gonna go wake Nyla up. Hold on one second. Okay, so let's go and wake Nyla up and see if anything happened last night. Here's her room. As you see, it's perfect for a fairy wonderland. Grammy painted an enchanted forest in Nyla's room for her. It's a perfect place that fairies would want to hang out. Okay, let's wake up Nyla. Nyla! Nyla, wake up.
What?
Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness, yes. The fairies have been here tying knots in your hair last night.
Look!
What is it?
It's marshmallows.
Let me see. What is it?
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows? What? How did those get here?
The berry left them.
Oh my gosh, Nyla, you will not believe this. Come downstairs. I gotta show you something.
Okay, but first I gotta get my marshmallows. Mike, what do you want to show me?
Nyla, you will not believe it, but this morning when I woke up, by the back door here was a pile of marshmallows. What do you think it means?
It means a trail.
A trail that the fairies left?
Yeah.
Do you think we should follow it?
Yeah.
It goes outside. We're gonna have to get ready and go outside. All right, let's go get ready.
Look, it bite marks in the apple.
What? Let me see it. Let me see. What do you think did that?
I don't like the bad berries.
The bad fairies? You think the bad fairies bit our apple and the good fairies left you the marshmallows?
Yeah.
All right, we gotta follow this trail and check it out and see what happens. Okay, we got our shoes on. We got the knots, the fairy knots, brushed out of Nyla's hair, and we're ready to go follow the trail. Phoenix is having a little bit of a fit, but we're ready to go follow the trail that the fairies left us of marshmallows. Let's go see. Open the door, Nyla. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
They left us marshmallows by this door this morning. Let's see. Oh, there's a trail of something here though. Oh, and there's marshmallows there. Okay, look at this, Nyla. This is a trail. It looks like ashes. And then you found a trail of marshmallows over here. Okay, I think the marshmallows
Come from the good berries.
come from the good fairies, yes. So we're gonna follow those first. Okay.
Mommy, look,
More marshmallows? Okay, we're going the right way. Let's go this way. More marshmallows? Okay, then we're going the right way.
Mommy, look.
Okay, so Nyla found a note, and then in the tree up here was a treat and a sunflower. Okay, Nyla, let me see what the note says. A secret in plain sight you will find. Enjoy this sweet treat in the meantime. Sunflower? Do you think Sunflower is the good fairy?
Yes.
And look, there's a sunflower up here. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see what she left you. Let me see what she left you. A unicorn frappe. And it says, made with magic. Oh my gosh, Nyla. Awesome. A secret in plain sight you'll find.
Mommy,
What do you think it is? All right, now let's get our stuff and put it in the bag. Nyla, can you put it in the bag for me? Can you put it in the bag? And then we'll carry it back up to the house.
I put a note.
Okay.
Sunflower.
And the sunflower, thank you.
And now we gotta go and find the bad berry dog.
Okay, yes, the bad fairies did leave us a trail. Nyla, the good fairies left you something. I think we're gonna have to follow the bad fairy trail and see where it leads to.
Okay, you say, I don't know.
You don't know? I don't know either.
You say so.
I think we're gonna have to. We gotta see what they left. We can't just leave it. Somebody else could find it. Okay, let's go.
You say so.
Okay, let's go. Okay, we're on our way back to the house to find where the bad fairy trail leads. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous. Okay, we're here back at the house, and earlier there was a trail of ash. Look at this. This ash leading very definitely this way. And there was marshmallows leading the other way. So we've decided the marshmallows are the good fairies and the ash leads to the bad fairy. So let's see, Nyla, let's go. It's pointing to go this way. So let's go. Let's see where it leads. Hey, I think I see something burnt there in the yard. So that's probably the right way. Yep. Okay, we're going the right way. There are enchanted forests. Hey, I see ashes going this way.
Mommy, there's some surprises.
Oh my gosh, Nyla! What is it? Can you get it?
Orange peels. The orange peels.
Orange peels? Let me see.
Oh my goodness, Mommy, what's this?
Oh my lord, I don't even know what that is. I don't know. I've never
Mommy,
seen
there's a note. It has
anything like
ashes
this.
on it.
Let me see. Let me see what the note says. It's been burnt, like with ash. It has ashes. It says, work, work in the forest all day. When we're at bay, you can't help but stay. Frostine. So you think Frostine is the bad fairy?
Yeah, that's its name.
Oh my goodness. We have to go find out what this means. Dried up orange peels and whatever this is. Let's go figure it out at home, okay? Let's go ask Grammy Ravenswood. Okay, we're going back to the house and we're going to investigate the things we got. And of course, we're going to try out the treat that the good fairies left Nyla. I totally cannot wait. And we're going to find out what this means. All right, Phoenix, let's go. So, we have investigated what we found, and it's really quite mind-blowing. I mean, I'm really starting to get worried. The fairies are leaving direct messages now. I mean, I don't know if it's the end of September, it's getting close to Halloween, maybe the veil is thinner and they're just stronger, or maybe things are really escalating. I don't know, but we did speak with Grammy Ravenswood. She is the foremost person with the knowledge of the wee folk in our family, and really what she told me is quite disturbing. Okay, so we got two messages today. One was from the good fairies and one was from the bad fairies. And the good fairies said, a secret in plain sight you will find. Enjoy this sweet treat in the meantime. Signed, Sunflower. So we did enjoy the sweet treat and it was actually really good. But the one that worries me the most is the one from what we believe to be the bad fairies or the dark fairies. It says, work, work in the forest all day. When we're at bay, you can't help but stay. So what is worrisome about that is we found this with it along with some dried orange peels. So I did some research and I found out that this is called a shallot, and a shallot is like a mix somewhat of like a garlic and an onion type of a thing. So it's in the onion family. But Grammy Ravenswood says there is an old wee folk legend that a group of dark fairies kidnapped or took prisoner a firefly fairy, which is one of the most powerful levels of fairy, of fae, I guess you could say. They took her prisoner and they ensconced her in a shallot carriage with tiny orange wheels, and they pulled her through the countryside, making her cast evil spells to turn people's flowers to ash, to turn the crops to ash. And as you know, we found an ash trail going to this shallot. So I am very super worried. I even wonder if maybe this is a sign that they want to maybe kidnap Nyla and make her, I don't know, some sort of fairy prisoner. We don't know what it means, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it. You can believe it. So follow us at the Ravinswood Fairies. And if you have any suggestions of what might be going on, please send us your comments. Thanks, and have a good night and sleep tight. And don't let the fairies in at night. Thanks.